Yeah, it's pretty delightful.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November. Funky town. Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad. The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door. For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning service. Don't be alarmed, but Mr. Gart implied there's an industrial sad spill in there. It's a mystery. An alcohol-related mystery. Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachon, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The Anti-Star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
Oh yes, one of my favorites. It cures many ailments. Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically. Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
Better safe than sorry. Very funky. Okay. Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna go with not raped. I can't say that stuff about him. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acted by they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. We partied. With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. Please, you're alive and 50. I've known people who party so hard they're dead at 14.
What did you do when you...
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more.
Whoa, after so much drinking and drugs? How did they manage it?
I guess you can say that, yes, a bit. Lovers is such an emotional word.
How did you two meet?
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool scare.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary is
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that. Pretty much.
warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
I'm 89% sure. Cool.
She sincerely thinks it's very cool of you.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. He takes a small step closer.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Jackpot.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it...
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I hadn't...
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Thanks.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay, let it slide. Pushing won't help.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was a...
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now.
I know it's difficult, miss.
She meant she sees him in her dreams. You pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing.
And his role in this strike was...
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what...
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
They're frequent guests downstairs. They have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now. Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship?
I have. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea. Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
Yeah? All right. Not my favorite topic, but okay. How about we, change the subject to something? Yes, you're just one room away. Very.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something, like what you were doing before you blacked out.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions, like,
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here. She looks back. Time moves slowly. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away.
You would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is... The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your I don't know. The further we get, the more this...
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. A dull thump. Somewhere inside,
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
Yes? What is it?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing. Taking. Now watch the other guy.
Yeah!
Yes,
Relax, Dan.
use it.
Yeah, Dan.
Let Dennis and...
This one,
Yeah.
Easy for...
too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys.
Fucking say something already!
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have...
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's...
this is a diversion. Stay on track.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you,
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic. Frankly, someone has to rush in to break the tension.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Another apocalyptic actor in town? This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you, a cop?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about...
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape...
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The porteria is just what you needed. The reels attach to the push. Come on.
This isn't Revachon. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still,
there's more going on here than we know.
it seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. Indeed, but
there's more going on here than we know.
One of the other mercenaries, I think. The one he was talking to. A friend of his? A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for
a symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
She puts her coffee cup.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
Where did they get this?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style? Yeah. That was practically his pickup line. Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything. No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things, and then had to internalize them to keep on living, until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for? Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? Here in Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems open.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like, for example, his...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly, the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
Yes. We were
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrek. I didn't even understand his...
No love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
No. He left the National Service after they... He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot. There is nothing on Muindi. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you.
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful...
He had a combat wound? On his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to... Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Quite a lot, yes. It was a map of his life and the places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. Yes? Is the Union communist? There are a couple of shades. They're not hardcore in that way, is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about anyway? This politics...
I think she's just tired. She doesn't know what you meant by that. And can you blame her?
All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity. How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58? You asked. Actually, make that 54. Alcoholism has severely impacted your appearance, and I was wrong about the age of the deceased.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now? Anne. That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Locker room talk. What are you, fucking brain dead?
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. All right. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl, in over her head. Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
That's all right, Glenn. I just thought I thought anyone would come.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now. I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too. They're confused. This is growing over their head.
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back and forth between you. I can see you're tired too.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is...
Yeah.
What is this quiet funeral shit? What we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
It's you again. What is it?
Closet.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausia is playing.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, outside under the rising sun. Tattered and in ruins, the windows of the cafeteria aglow with her morning light. Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right. Don't come around.
Fuck you! I'm not from...
There we go. Don't come to the wild north if you are not white enough.
We didn't light him on fire. No one pissed on him either.
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, Stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this. Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death.
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them? Take note of this.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the...
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy, too.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking...
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business. You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she...
That's all he knows. That's all she's...
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers...
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad... Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it, for political reasons. It sent a good... No, you're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person. You're not getting to her. This person is affiliated with the Hardy Boys. It's Klasia you want to talk to. I wouldn't go that far. She's just a woman who's sometimes in our company, who sympathizes with Klasia. Let's leave it at...
You know, actually, some of the guys...
No! My answer is no, Glenn. We're Hardy Boys, and that's how it's gonna stay. You do that. Hey, cop. Before...
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames.
She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go.
Still, after all this headache.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be...
We'll take that into account.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then, is it? Something is off here. Shush, I can't hear what she's... Let the mist speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying...
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our...
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the...
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the...
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's... A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. Grey and pale violet. The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your record...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Nothing to do with her? You'll be the judge of that.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravish.
What exactly did you...
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou.
Lowe's cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me. Sure, I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite way.
I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came. So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would have...
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact...
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the car?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know,
the leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they...
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. Does she also party with Ruby, however?
No.
Still, there is something there. She won't tell you now.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under...
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. I don't know. I haven't seen her.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something? There is something suspicious about that theory, but you can't put your finger on it.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass explode. What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But
It could have been a desire murder. Maybe an act of jealousy. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They could.
She's getting scared now of you, the downstairs people, all of it.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard that. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. I just don't know. I don't know anything.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other sinners.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there. Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs.
You should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods. He's thinking, or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping. She lied to you. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up, with force, if you want to continue pushing her. But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark. Get a hold of yourself just once, will you? Try to look past the sexual, so you say. But give us one example of deceit. Just one example. Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further.